gets answered here. All right. Good afternoon, Evolution family. Today is Wednesday, January 28th, 2026. It's a little bit after 3 p.m. Pacific time. I'm Jose Lambert of Archer Travel Service. I want to welcome you to the Archer Travel Wednesday training, and we have a really good one for you today. I know that the nation has been, I'm sorry, this is just driving me nuts. I know the nation has been going really crazy with the weather that's been happening on the East Coast. But, and I know it's like, and this year, you know, we've been doing this for the last 2 years. At this time, we kind of show you winter resorts, and the mountains are calling and all that, and I know you're probably burnt out about it. But here's the thing, you guys. Next month, there's two weekends that are really important. First, there's Valentine's weekend, okay? Valentine's will be falling on a Saturday this year, I think. And then there's the President's holiday. So people are going to want to take short trips, staycations, and road trips. So here's some tips for you as we get started. So let's get to it. I want to say, you know, good afternoon and welcome to all of our international markets, including España, the United Kingdom, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, and the United States. Here's the Archer Travel Wednesday training for today, Wednesday, January 28th, 2026. But before we get, here it is. If you want a copy of this PowerPoint, all you need to do is email me at the end of the presentation, and I will send it off to you, okay? So that'll be that. All right, let's go to the, see, it's creeping up out of the mountains. It's 2026. Can you believe it? The month's almost done. By Friday, it's January 30th already. Wow, that's crazy. All right, so one thing that you should really do, and that's daily current travel status. Agents, you have to stay informed. You really do. You know, you have to monitor trusted news sources, your TV and radio, especially with this weather stuff and this climate change that we're having. You know, check the destination weather, check the roads and highways and websites, check U.S. travel alerts. We're going to have a lot of people traveling this summer. We have the World Cup in North America, and we also have the 250th anniversary of our nation. So people are going to be driving, and they're going to be going to short stays, and they're going to be flying all over the place. So you have to really monitor this. So, you know, get the Weather Channel. We always show you Zoom.Earth on Monday and Fridays. Ryan shows you Zoom.Earth. That's weather in real time. So, you know, and that's a free app. You can see weather in real time in North America, around the planet. So it's pretty cool. All right, so there you go. Check your trusted sites and just check on everything. Okay, AAA road trip winter 2026 popular places according to AAA. Orlando, of course. Las Vegas, not so much. They've been losing it. New York, East Coast. Coastal beaches, both coasts. Los Angeles, Anaheim. And I'm talking about by the coastal beaches, I mean like California and Florida. A little bit of Georgia, but those southern beaches. The San Francisco Bay Area, Phoenix, Arizona, the national parks, Utah, the ski areas, which include Utah, California, Colorado, Idaho, New Mexico, also in New England, the Blue Ridge Parkway, and the Great Smoky Mountains. So these are places that people, the top winter destinations that they want to go to. So you see, you have a little mix here. You have cold and you also have warm. So you have to be aware of that. Okay? Let's go to the next slide. Go the extra mile, more commission. Book additional events for more commission. I'm talking about transfers, city tours, wine and food tours, museums, amusement parks, zip line, ATV, jet skis, show, concerts, golden tickets, sports tickets, golden tickets. You know, now is the time. The NBA is out there. And the thing is that we really push this during the Christmas holidays. But if you're going to go visit family, right? And let's say that you live in Phoenix and family is in, you know, Salt Lake City. And you're going to, you know, let's go do something. There's tons of stuff to do in Salt Lake City that you can book on Viator, Expedia, Tap, RoomRes. Vax even has events. These places all that you can book, which are commissionable, which are these little, you know, excursions, these little tours, these little mini, that add up. So take advantage of that. Don't just go, here's your hotel ticket, see you, bye. That's what you guys do too much of. You go to the booking and you go, bye, see ya. And that's not how you build your business. You got to build your business going, hey, you're going to Salt Lake. Have you done this? Have you done that? Have you, you know, there's plenty of stuff in all the major cities, all the major. Connect with your clients. Inform, assist, be knowledgeable. See, let's go on a road trip. Okay, you know, don't just think, oh, okay, I can only make commission by doing, you know, cruises and all-inclusive resorts and FITs. That's it. No, If you've got clients that, they're going like from here, even a simple thing like going from here to San Diego, okay? Let's say I got friends, a family of 4. They go, you know what? I said, are you doing any travel? No, but we're thinking about doing a road trip. Oh, where are you going? San Diego. Hey, you know what? I can get you some discounts on that. Expedia Tap has a new sale going on. 25% off international hotels. That's why you want to book with me. See what I mean? Assist and be knowledgeable. Here on the freeway, they have a thing called Caltrans app, which shows you where the road closures are, which shows you where the highways are closed for snow or for if they're working on the roads or they're doing repairs. Know that for your state. So if you've got clients that are going somewhere, are we okay? Can I get a thumbs up in the control room? Okay. Yeah, we good? Because I'm seeing frozen here. But we're good. Okay, thank you. All right, so inform and assist and be knowledgeable. Okay, there we go. Oh, there. Plan ahead. Make itinerary with the client. Map route. Avoid detours and unexpected closures, like I just told you about. Places cheap with fuel. Find out. You have apps now where you can find the cheapest fuel places to gas up. And even if you have EV vehicles, here in the state of California on the maps, they show you where the EV stations are so they can recharge those cars. Stick to plan route. Now, look what this, what does this do? What does this do? This puts you in front of the client and you're working together. You're helping the client with this because the client's got 3 kids or 2 kids. He's got a full-time job. They got family stuff. They don't have time to do this, okay? And in between here, you can do, the Viator, the Expedia Tap, the excursions, the tours, the whatever that are out there, for them to see. That way they can experience it. And again, every little bit helps, makes that commission just blow up on you. So you want to really, do this. A lot of this stuff, what I'm showing you, is a lot what Mike Archer talks about. And that's creating a relationship with your client to boom your business. I'm going to be doing on Friday, I'm going down to the Patrice Abel Vance, the 9th annual boot camp, travel boot camp that they have every year. And I'm going to be doing a workshop on how to make more commission with repeat business. Here's an example how you make more commission with repeat business. And then they refer more business to you. See, that way you're not waiting on the phone going, oh, I haven't gotten an email, I haven't gotten the phone, I haven't really done anything, I haven't, et cetera, et cetera. So again, this puts you in front of the client and you start working it out together. I mean, there's nothing better than going down on a map and get maps. You can go to AAA and get a map. You can go to gas stations. Gas stations still have maps. And go, okay, let's plot it out. Here's the state of California, Arizona, Nevada, Utah. Let's go. And put I love doing that kind of stuff. With them, they love it. Plan ahead, Travel Cafe, travel alerts. If you go to your Travel Cafe, we have a bunch of travel alerts and info in there in your resources page for, how to get in, going in between states and things like that. So, get to know your Travel Cafe. Know where your tools are so when you need them, you have them. You guys are calling me up now asking me about visas and things like that. And I'm like kind of going, it's all right there in your Travel Cafe. Go to the State Department. They're the ones that know everything. We have a link in there for the State Department visas, and they'll tell you everything you need to know. Car rentals, another way to make commission here. You're going on a road trip, Mr. and Mrs. Client, right? Okay, so you're going from LA up to Portland. Do you really want to put that kind of mileage on your SUV? That's a lot of miles. Why don't we get a new car rental? I can get you a deal for it too. Why? Because I have the deals, I know where the deals are. And you do know where the deals are. We show you where the deals are. So take advantage of this. And this is an extra commission for you. See? Right? Right. Okay. Let's go back one. Let's talk about car rentals for a minute. Now be careful here, okay? A car rental requires what? A deposit, and you got to put some money down. But you also have to have insurance, and you have to have credit for like the amenities clause or whatever to cover the car rental. So make sure that your client has enough, okay? There's always like, oh, my client don't have enough. They're asking for a $500, and then he doesn't have it. He can pay for the car, but he can't. Well, that's the rules of that. Know your terms and conditions when dealing with the car rentals. Safety travel kits. Again, this is when you work with the moms. But having this, let them know about this. You know, show them they should have this. If they're going from LA to Portland, that's a long drive. With the kids, something could happen. They need this. They're going to need that. That's a given. Buy your own snacks and drinks. This is, you know, these are tips and hacks that's going to save them money. And that saves them money so they can start going on those excursions, on those tours, on those, you know, sites that they want to see, on the, you know, hop on, hop off tour bus in San Francisco that they want to go do, how they want to go, you know, they're stopping in San Francisco before they go to Portland, and then they want to stop off in Ashland, Oregon. Okay, tell me, comments room, what is the home of Ashland, Oregon? What is Ashland, Oregon famous for? Comments room, tell me, what is Ashland, Oregon famous for? Back to my other life. But bring your own snacks and drinks. Yep. Mrs. Johnson's gonna love you for that. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Explore new destinations. Show them this. You know, have you ever been up this way? You know, you're going through this, you know, it's always something when you're going up the coastal freeway. You know, have you ever been north of Portland? Going up into the state of Washington? And you know, seeing that beautiful bay outside of Seattle, and you know, yeah, explore new, show them, and they will go, yeah, no, we never did that. That's only 2 hours away. Winter Staycations 2026. I have this photograph up here because there's two things that happen, okay? You have hello, winter, then you have this, okay? And that's what's kind of, what you can offer here in the United States. There are a lot of places. Now, here's another thing that happens in February. What happens in February in the Major League Baseball? The pitchers are called back. And then March 1st starts spring training, or usually the last week in February starts spring training. And that's great. If you go to Arizona, there are a ton of teams there that you can watch baseball very cheaply and be in front of the players very, very cheaply. You know, it's not like you got to be, you know, during the regular season, but that's another win-win for you. And you can buy those tickets where? Golden tickets. And boom, you get more commission. So winter staycations. Now, again, those are some of the events and dates that are happening in February. But this is going to be going through March too. Staycation. Now, what does staycation mean? A staycation is a vacation spent in one's home country rather than abroad, or one spent at home and involving day trips to local attractions and booking overnight stays at a local area hotels, Airbnb, etc. So it's pretty much just staying in town, but staying at the resort in town. And that's kind of cool. It kind of gets, you know, it's like it gets me out of the house and I'm somewhere else. Now, this works really well. Let's go back. This works really well in those places where you get cabin fever, you know, and I'm talking about like in Minnesota and stuff where people are still stuck in those houses and they haven't been out and they just need to get away. They need to get away. So, you know, think about that, you know, because you're gonna have people calling you up going, oh, no, we're just so exhausted from last weekend. It was cold, we had the snow and now we have the cold and we don't really have time to go to, you know, do a Caribbean cruise or something, but we gotta get out. We gotta get out. Well, great, you know what? I know this great little place, it's about an hour away, and the freeways are now open, that'll get you up there, and that way you can rest and relax and rejuvenate yourself after this traumatic event of this weather. And that goes to my next thing. Importance of staycation. Travel agents. Clients travel locally. Increase your knowledge of your area, region, state. Know local activities, events for more commissions. This is really important. And this is what I'm saying, like, you know, remember when you talk to those two people and they're like, oh no, we can't go on a cruise, but we got to get out. The more you know about the little, you know, hotels and, you know, bed and breakfast and fancy boutique hotels, those small and mom and pop ones that are really charming and you can make great commission on, that's when you hook them, and that's when they go, wow, we had a great time. It was only an hour away. We spent the entire weekend, we relaxed, they had a sauna, they had this, they had that. Yeah. Also know about, you know, what local activities you have, what local events you have. If you have, you know, certain festivals or fairs or food festivals. Every place in North America, every town has something like that. I don't know one town in America that doesn't have any type of weekend, you know, food festival, wine festival, drink, you know, they do it all. And you know your area, but try to use that. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Get to know that. That's really going to be important when you're doing staycations. Here we go. Now, let me show you an example here of, here's a map of Arizona, okay? And this is a two-hour drive, circumference here. I want you to do the same thing for your state. I want you to put out a map of your state, and I want you to go do a 2-hour circumference, okay? Now, look at all the things. If I'm living in Mesa, Arizona, where I can go. I can go to Tucson, that's deserty. But look, for 2 hours, I can go up to Flagstaff. That's up in the mountains. That's cold and snow. So I can be in both places at once. I mean, not at once, but in a day, I can go from desert all the way up to snow, okay? There's a lot to do around here. Now, what you need to know is, okay, where are the local resorts that are around here? Let me stop by and introduce myself. I'm Jose with Archer Travel. Here's my IATA number. Can you give me a site location of your resort? And every state has it. I don't know one state that doesn't have a resort or a golf course or some sort of fancy place that you can get to. Get to know it. And go up there and introduce yourself to the sales manager and say to them, hey, I'm a travel agent. I'm a travel advisor with Archer Travel, Evolution Travel. Can I get a site inspection in case any of my clients want to book this place for, you know, a wedding, a reunion, you see? And they will give you that. Then what you ask is this, hey, let me tell you something. If I bring you business, can you give me a discount or something or a deal that I can offer my clients? Sure we can, because they want more people in there. Now, of course, if it's a weekend where they're busy, you know, 4th of July weekend or Memorial Day weekend, they're like, no, we can't do it on that. But the following weekend we might. Work with them, you know, and that's a plus in you know, it is. The more you get out there and the more you network, because then they're going to say, oh, you're traveling. You know what? We always wanted to go on that cruise. Now you have new clients. See, oh, we always want to go to all-inclusive resort. You know, yeah, because those people want to go on vacation also. So, but they don't know how to do it, so you can show them. Network, and that's networking. Networking, get out there. Connect with the hotels, the resorts, the sales managers, site inspections, the tour guides. Get in contact with the tour guides. If you live in a city, let's say that you live in outside of Pittsburgh, okay? Pittsburgh has hop-on, hop-off tour. Go introduce yourself. Hey, I'm a travel advisor. If I bring you business, can we do some business together? And I can make commission? You know, you can book that again through Viator, Expedia, etc. Ask for promotions and deals. Local and regional activities and calendar events. This is, you know, don't just think, oh, okay, I just got to do cruises and all-inclusive resorts. And find out what's in your community. Get yourself out there. Get yourself out there. The more you get yourself out there, the more possibility that these people are going to want to book travel with you too. Because they know you, see? See how it kind of works? Yeah, okay. How to book staycation tips. Okay, travel packages, hotel resort, car rentals, activities and tours. So, here's some packages. You can do a lot of these like an Expedia tab. You can do the resort, you can do the car rental, activities and tours. You can do that. If you just want to do the hotel and the car rental, you want to do the tours somewhere else, that's fine too. But you can do it like that. Travel packages. Expand short trip offers. The same idea of the travel packages works really hand in hand with this. The 3-day holiday getaway and the romantic getaway. Now here's the trick to this, okay? And I'm going to show you an example. We just had Martin Luther King Jr. holiday last Monday. Was it, or was it this Monday? I forget. Big holiday, people on the road. A lot of people are on the road. Same thing here. Now, to do this right, though, you got to book way in advance, especially for like Valentine's Day, especially for like, you know, President's Day, Memorial Day, those 3-day holidays. You got to book way in advance because they sell out, especially if you're going to a popular destination, like not including the theme parks, but like San Diego, San Francisco, you know. So think about that. The romantic getaway. You know, it's really easy now. It's easy. You know, I was talking to an agent in Indianapolis. They're freezing in there, freezing. I said, you know, hey, you know, I know Texas is, but it's slightly warmer, but it's only an hour and a half to go down to Houston, an hour down to Galveston to get on a ship to go to Carnival. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, you got to start knowing these things. How to get these people out of this cabin fever of winter and get them to go to these places where they can warm up and enjoy themselves, see? You know, and that can happen. It's easy to do. You got to just know about it, though. I always tell new people, if you're a new agent out there, okay, let me see something here. Hold on, I got to ask the room. Hey, Ryan, did we get an answer to the Oregon question? What? The question I asked in Oregon. I feel like I'm on the phone. All right, get back to me. All right, 3-day holiday getaway, romantic getaway. So there, you got that going on. So know those places.
Hey, Jose, this is Alex. We don't see any answers just yet, but we will let you guys get back to it.
Go ahead.
Oh, just that, we're waiting for chat to give us some answers here, but we're going to let you riff for a little bit and keep going as the answers come in.
Okay, cool. All right, know your area and your region. This is important. And this can also bring you business. If you live in around the Las Vegas area, you should know your area too. I mean, don't just think, oh yeah, I'm going to, everything's going to be outbound. Are you kidding? You live in Las Vegas? Or if you live around Orlando, Florida, or if you live around the big cities, you can now bring in inbound business. That's called inbound. So what I'm talking about is this. It's like, so if you live outside of Las Vegas, right? And, Uncle Charlie and Aunt Betty live in, Cleveland, and they've never been to Vegas. We want to come out and visit you. Great, come on in. They can stay with you, but you know what? You can still book the Viator, the Expedia Tap, the excursions, the blah, 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 and start making commission that way. Know your area and your region. Luxury first class night, overnight stays. This usually happens in the summer. Excuse me. And where this happens is a lot like is in Phoenix. In Phoenix, they have 10-star resorts. I mean, they have 5-star resorts all over the place. In Scottsdale and in the city of Phoenix, the Phoenician is out. I don't even know if the Phoenician is still open. But one of the things about that, it gets so hot that they cut down the rate a lot. And you can really get some good deals in July and August. And during the day, you don't stay out by the pool because it's so hot. But at night, they have a lot of activities and the pool is open and stuff. And you can really get some really great deals. So look at that. You got to look at where the places that are busy in the summer, but in the winter, they're really slow because of snow or whatever like that. And that happens like in Tennessee and Kentucky. Everybody likes those cabins, the cabins that they have out there, but they don't have a lot of skiing out there. And the majority of their time where they're most popular is in the summer and spring. But in the fall and winter when it's really, really cold, now there's deals out there at those cabins if you want to look into that. Say trip types to attract clients for your staycation. Okay, this is a win-win. Every city in North America has this, has some sort of spa, wellness place, and they always have something going on. Look into it. Find out where these places are in your area. Find out. See if they're in, Expedia Tap, if they're in Viator, or ask them, or go in and introduce yourself. I got a client, hi, I'm a travel advisor. I got family coming in. Can we get a deal or something? Can I make some commission off this? If I bring you business, see what they do, okay? There's plenty of places to put. This is a win-win. Culinary and wine experiences. This is every city has this. Has a beer festival, a wine festival, a food festival, and there's several of them. And there's also always new restaurants. There's pub crawls. There's all kinds of stuff like that you can book and make commission on. Okay, romantic weekend getaways. This is a big one. This is a big one, and especially around San Diego, Santa Barbara, San Luis Obispo on the West Coast. On the East Coast, you got all of Florida. They do this now. And in Florida right now, by the way, it's beautiful weather. It's not hot. And if someone said to me, I was talking to somebody the other day about when would you want to go to the Caribbean? Going to the Caribbean is right now. You go to the Caribbean in December, January, February, March. Those are the 5 pristine months when it's not overly hot and the bugs aren't out and it's just really comfortable and it's still warm. It's like 80, 82 in Punta Cana. It's not 100 like it is in June and July and August when you guys are down there going, oh man, I went to the all-inclusive, but it was so hot, I just sweated, blah, 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 blah. Now's the time. And you're not in the middle of hurricane season or anything. It's the perfect time to go. So that's when you want to go do that. Okay. Walking tours. This is huge now. huge. Again, all over the United States, Utah, California, Washington, Oregon, they have it all over, Nevada, Texas. So there's another thing that you can book on that. Okay. Like I said, if you need a copy of this, oh, here we go. We're going to show some videos. The mountains are calling. Now, okay, somebody called me the other day about booking skiing. You can book skiing at ski.com to get to the nicer resorts. Now, you know that some of this is, if you go to Aspen, that's probably the most expensive resort. Aspen and Vail are probably the most expensive resorts in North America and Colorado. But there are other affordable places that you can go skiing. You just need to, look at them and, do your research and find out where they are. You might even have some in your state if you start looking at it. Here, let's take a look at this video. Check it out.
The mountains are calling. It's time to get out and hit the slopes. For the best ski travel packages to Park City, Lake Tahoe, Mammoth, Aspen, and other ski resorts in the domestic U.S., your Evolution travel agent can get you the best winter sports deals. Want to fly downhill during the holidays? Book now. The ski resorts sell out and inventory will go quick. Your Evolution agent can book a ski vacation for any type of traveler. Enjoy slopeside shopping, a drink in the lodge, or when you're ready to hit the town, your agent can help you find the perfect resort town that offers live music. There's world-class skiing options for everyone, from budget lodges to luxury resorts. Call your Evolution travel agent today for the best rates on ski travel packages, air, hotel, car rentals, and more. They have access to timely specials that will end soon.
They have access to timely specials that will end soon. .com. You can download them for free. You can even get them customized that have your name and your website and all your contact information put on your social media. People, even though we had this big snow event that happened last weekend, people are still going to go skiing this year. I know Colorado hasn't had a lot of snow, but California's still open. Mammoth is open. Big Bear. I mean, those California ski resorts are open. So there are places that you can get your clients to. Now, for weekend getaways, that was about, going to the mountains. This one's about weekend getaways. Check it out. Here we go.
Are you looking for adventure and excitement for the whole family? The United States boasts more variety than anywhere else in the world. You can explore nightlife, surf the world's greatest beaches, and see incredible national parks all in your own backyard. Your Evolution agent can help you find the perfect USA destination for your next vacation. If you're looking for fun for the whole family, there's thrilling rides and your favorite characters at Disney World and Universal Studios in Orlando. Or you can explore America's rich history in Washington, D.C. If you're looking for even more excitement, your Evolution agent can help you book an incredible hotel on the famous Las Vegas Strip, tell you the best time of year to see the majestic beauty of our Grand Canyon, or help you find the right Hawaiian island for your favorite type of travel. And the best part? It's affordable. You can take a train or a short flight to most U.S. destinations. Contact your Evolution agent and let them do the planning for you. So all you have to do is get out there and have the experience of a lifetime.
Yeah, get out there and have the experience of a lifetime. Now, okay, we're at the end of January. In 2 weeks, it's going to be Ash Wednesday, and we're going to be heading into the Easter season, and we're going to be heading into the all-inclusive resort spring break time. If you've got spring break happening, now's the time to take advantage of this. Okay, this is the Expedia Tap sale. This is going to end, what is that? I think Monday? Yeah, it looks like this is going to end on Monday, February 2nd. We got 25% off thousands of hotels worldwide with big discounts, huge choice, major earnings. This is from Expedia Tap with David Evans, the BDM who was just here today. He did the 1 o'clock supplier webinar training. So, you want to take advantage of these deals, you guys. Again, this is what's going to make you different from your, when the client calls you up and says, hey, you know what? I see the same pricing on Expedia as I see on Expedia, at what you're giving me. I said, no. That's because you didn't do that extra step of getting that 25% off. The more you use the sales elements that we give you when we show you where the deals are, when we go, the cruises are discounted, the all-inclusive resorts are discounted, You know, put that on your booking and say, you know what, this discount or this promotion is going to end on Friday, Mr. Klein. I would sure hate to see you lose it, because then you might, you know, that's what's going to make you different than the other OTAs and the other travel agents that are out there. I just, you know, when you guys call me up, Jose, I sent the booking, I sent the quote to the client, da 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 da. Did you call them? No. Why not? Call them. Well, I'm waiting for them to email me back. I'm waiting for them to text me back. No. This is a business that you got to call. You got to call and make it happen. The faster you call it, the faster you can be closing that deal and get to the next booking and the next booking and the next booking. Okay, like I said, if you want to copy this PowerPoint, all you need to do is email me at the end of right there, boom, boom, and I'll send it right out to you. All right, what was the question about Oregon?
Hey, so the question about Oregon is, let me take a look here. We just had it pulled up. It was a canyon. We saw something with a canyon. Sorry, the
No,
screen had to refresh itself.
It's out. Okay, it's outside of Medford. It's the Oregon Shakespeare Festival. There we go. That's what it was going on up there in that town.
Close enough. We got it.
All right, there you go. I mean, I know you guys are into the Bard and
Crater
all that.
Lake National Park. How about that? Is that right?
Yeah, that's cool.
Was that right? Crater Lake National Park in Oregon.
Yeah, it's Oregon.
Boom!
It's Oregon.
Slam dunk.
The Ducks.
Adventure
The
Travels
Ducks
with
of
Lauren.
Oregon.
That was her answer.
All right, everybody. Listen, have a wonderful time. We're going to be back with you on Friday as we wrap up for the week. With David Evans going to be here via phone, and that'll be really a lot of fun. And we're going to have some surprises. I'm going to set you up for next week. I'm going to have some giveaways. We're going to also talk to Mike Archer. Yeah, we're going to get Mike Archer on the phone, so that'll be good. So Friday will be a really good time, so you're not going to want to miss that. That'll be at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm Jose Lambert of Archer Travel Service. You all have a wonderful night. I'll see you guys on Friday. See ya.